Hey, what's up, crypto friends? Thanks for joining me. It is Austin Angler with your crypto update for October 20th, 2017. It's 10 p.m. local time for me in Colorado, so might be the morning for you, might be the evening. So good morning, good evening, wherever you're at in the world. Let me update you guys on some cryptocurrency talk, especially Bitcoin, because I want to talk about Bitcoin today because we just passed $100 billion in the market cap, and I want to talk about where we've been, why I think we could go way higher than we are right now, and what's going to take us there. So let me just read some of this news here. Start out with that. Cryptocurrencies just hit a major milestone. Bitcoin 6,000. Woo! Called that a few days ago. I know a lot of you guys do actually watch my videos and subscribe to my channel, and I thank you all for that. And I'm very happy when I like to call the trade right. So props to me. I'm going to also talk about where we're going to go and why I saw that and why I think we're going to go higher here as well. Mainstream media is just now getting on board with Bitcoin, and people are just now buying bits of Bitcoin. And I want to talk about how high we can go, where we are now, and why $100 billion is a very important number for me, especially with doing some calculations on how high we can go in the future. Now, I'm not going to put a time frame on these price targets, but I'm going to give you a little bit of comparison and where we can possibly go. So let's compare one company right now that I think that we can overtake within maybe 1 year. That is good old Facebook. Good old Facebook has been around since February 2004. Well, it didn't really take off until like 2007, 2008. So it's a good comparison with Bitcoin because it's been around about as long as Bitcoin has. Now, obviously, I think Mark Zuckerberg is a smart man, but I think Bitcoin can be bigger than Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook. So let me tell you, they are at $500 billion. And when I say that we can pass that, it's because if we go back here and we go back here to January of 2017, let's check the price there. We're at $1,000, we'll say. Well, we've gone up 600%. 600% so far. If we even go down here, just in part of January, we were at $700. Let's see, where is it at here? We're at $700. Now we're at 6,000. We could be, by the end of the year, up 1,000%, guys. 1,000% return on Bitcoin in 2017 is obtainable, very easily obtainable. And this is something that is going to make the mainstream media even more lose their heads, and they're all going to be confused, and they're all going to talk about, is this a bubble? Is this not a bubble? Well, it's not a bubble. People thought when it went from, if we go all the way back here, when we went from $11 to $100, people were saying, oh, that's a bubble, it's going to not exist in 2 years. Well, we had this little run up. We had a little Mt. Gox action, and we had a crash. We came back down. We had some more run up, another run up, another run up, another run up. Now we are on a parabolic curve, ahead upwards. And I'm going to explain why we're on a parabolic curve right now. We currently have Bitcoin at 21 million Bitcoins ever going to be released. We don't even have that many out there. And the people that hold Bitcoin aren't going to sell it. Well, except for these people right here. Okay? And if you're new, wait till an opportunity like this to get in. Because if we go back here, this is when people were talking about the end of Bitcoin. We were down, what is that, 40%? We were down 40%, guys. That was pretty hard to take right there. But like I tell everybody on my channel, and I've told everyone for months, hold your Bitcoin. And let me show you the reactions here. Oh, dang it. Okay, so this was the bounce right here. We had a high volume bounce right here. This is a trend change. I know you guys can't see it very well on this trading view screen, but this volume bar, They're all normally down here where this line is. That's the volume average right here. This volume bar is way up here. That is where we see a trend change. We have our stochastics all the way at the bottom, turning up. What a buy signal. If you're new to Bitcoin, this is when you buy. Bam. This is when you take a chance. You don't act like that person that's saying, oh, now I'm not going to get in. See, I was right. I was right not to get in back here. I was right. I was right. It's going away. It's going to go to zero. No. Change your mindset. Don't think that way. Think, this is my opportunity to get in something that's limited in supply but has a global spectrum of investors and is accepted, and I can send money right now if I wanted to. The use cases are out of the roof for Bitcoin. Literally, I could send $1 million to someone in Beijing if I wanted to at 10 p.m. on a Friday night. I don't have to wait till Monday. I don't have to wait till my bank verifies that I have $1 million. Because we got all these miners. We got a blockchain that verifies it. Sends it right over there. Probably be there in an hour. Tops. Maybe 2. Maybe it'll be there in 15 minutes. Never seen a wire transfer go through that quick. Tell you that. So, right here, we have investors getting into Bitcoin. Hold on. It's starting to run up. Ooh, there's a big candlestick right there. People are at this point now thinking, oh crap, did I miss out on a chance to get more? Or did I miss out on a chance to get any at all? Then we keep going. Oh, nope. Nope. Looks like it might go lower. Oh, nope. Oh, okay. Oh, what is it going to do? Little uncertainty. Which way is it going to go? Ooh. There we are. We're missing it now. I don't know. I don't know if I should get in. I don't know. Oh, there we go. And if you guys are watching my chart, I am scrolling to the left, kind of showing you the days and giving my emotions of a trader that's not in Bitcoin right now. We keep going. We keep going. Oop. Oh, that might be a topping. There might be a top right there. It's going to go down. There, it's going to go down. Oh, look, I was right. It's going to continue down. This is the top. This is the second top right here. It's going to go back down probably to 2,000 right now. Oh, nope. Guys, when the supply is way less than the demand, price doesn't go down. Price goes up. If you've taken any basic economics courses, well, you should, or watched any YouTube videos on economics. When supply and demand equal each other, they call that price equilibrium. When supply is less than the demand, the price goes up. When there's only like 21 million of these on the planet, and most of the people that own it are holding it for the long term. I know I'm holding mine for my grandkids. Might sell off little portions of it when we get up to that $40,000 Bitcoin or $400,000 Bitcoin. Sure, I'm gonna buy some houses, maybe buy some rental properties, another inflation protected asset. So let's go back to the emotions of the trader that's not in Bitcoin. Oh my God, here we go. Whoa, oh Jesus, I'm definitely missing out. Now I gotta get in. Now I have to get in right here. Gotta get in. Oh my God, there it is. There, we all got in. All of us emotional traders that didn't want to buy back down here because we were going to say, yeah, we're right. We called this a bubble. We didn't want to get in. Well, they got in right there. Okay. Oh, and probably there. Oh, and maybe there. Looks like some more people are coming in. More like, oh, there was that day that I was trying to do videos going fishing. We pulled back. Oh, and guess what? Now we are at today. People are still trying to get into Bitcoin. And if you have friends and family that aren't into Bitcoin, do them a favor. Buy them a little bit of Bitcoin just so that they can start paying attention to it. Give it to them for Christmas. You know, give them 0.05 of a Bitcoin. If you got some Bitcoins out there, give them some. Make them start paying attention. Make them start watching this. Just so you can tell them, especially if they're a brother or sister and you're really competitive with them, so you can say, "Huh, told you so, guys. Should have bought some last Christmas. I gave you some to pay attention to." And we're talking 2017, Christmas of 2017. We're going to be sitting Christmas of 2018. Bitcoin's at $40,000, somewhere around there, $30,000 to $40,000. I would just guess. We could be higher. We could be at 50 or 60. And by that time, you never know. I don't know. I'm not putting time frames on these predictions, but I'm telling you guys why I think we can get to those price targets and why it's very obtainable to get to those price targets. Now, I've also said that in my previous videos in the past, I've actually given a very good explanation about the world's assets and how much assets there are out there. And I wanted to bring to attention to you guys, click the light bulb on. If Bitcoin receives 1% of the global assets that are out there, just 1%, and remember, Bitcoin is something that you can pretty much buy anywhere in the world. It's not like euros or US dollars or Canadian dollars or Australian dollars where you got to pretty much work in that country or pay some currency exchange rate at the airport. This is something you can buy on your cell phone or your computer, or pretty much anywhere that you can have access to Wi-Fi. If you're in some tiny Indonesian country and there's one place with Wi-Fi on the entire island, well, you can go there and you can buy some actual Bitcoin there. And so back to the calculations here. The global assets in the world, if 1% of all of those went into Bitcoin, we would be at $7 trillion of a valuation. This is why the $100 billion valuation is very important for me. I wanted to see what price we were at actually when we reached $100 billion in the valuation, and we're at $6,000 right now. So if we get 1% of all the global assets into Bitcoin, just 1%, and that's real estate, that's commodities, that's currencies, that's stock market, some derivatives, not all of them obviously, because then we'd be way higher if a lot of derivatives came into cryptocurrencies and Bitcoin. But if we got 1% of all those global assets, we would be at $7 trillion. That's 70 times more than the price is right now. That gives us a price of one Bitcoin at $420,000. That also means that Bitcoin's valuation is the same as gold's, because gold's valuation is right there around $7 trillion. They assume, or they estimate, because nobody really knows how much gold is in the earth, but they can kind of estimate. So if we're comparing ourselves to gold at that point, and this might be 5 years, it might be 10 years down the road, but say you gave someone 0.1 of a Bitcoin for Christmas this Christmas. In 5 to 10 years, we get to that point. That $600 present that you got for that person is now worth $42,000. $42,000, 0.1 of a Bitcoin is worth. That is very possible, guys. I'm just doing the math. I'm explaining the math for you guys and breaking it down. Bitcoin is going up. It's continuing to go up. The people that buy Bitcoin are holding it. That makes the supply of Bitcoin smaller, because the demand is way greater than the supply. That is why we see this parabolic curve. People are not selling their Bitcoin. And if they sell their Bitcoin like they did back here, they end up struggling to get back in. And it's an emotional pull back and forth that they're just, come on, I can't figure it out. Should I get back in? No. Now let me ask you guys, if you sold your house for $1 million, is there a price you would pay to get back into that house? $800,000, $500,000, $200,000, $50,000? We are going to have pullbacks. We are going to have opportunities to buy more Bitcoin on pullbacks. There will be people that sell their houses. or Bitcoin, and they end up chasing it back up to get back in. Because most of us are holding Bitcoin. We are holding it for a long term. We want to give it to our kids. We want to give it to our grandkids. We want to provide a future. We want to create old money out of Bitcoin, and we have the opportunity to do that. Currency markets around the world are all corrupt. They're all going to crash. They're all going to fail at some point. Debt is soaring in most governments and most countries. Most countries won't even ever pay off their debt. Bitcoin has no debt. There's no debt in Bitcoin. There's no government backing. It's backed by a world ecosystem. It's backed by every single person that owns Bitcoin. It's backed by all the miners that mine Bitcoin. It's backed by you and I. We determine the price of Bitcoin. We determine how much it's worth to us. And I can tell you that we all think it's worth way more than just $6,114, which I'm stoked. I'm so excited that we're that high. There's no reason I'm going to sell. Yeah, there's some exciting things coming up in my future, and I might have to sell little bits of Bitcoins to pay for some of those, but I ain't selling I'm holding as much as I possibly can. If I were to have sold my Bitcoin right here, or right here, or right here, or even right here at 5,100, say I sold my 10 Bitcoin at 5,100, I just missed out on 10 grand within 4 days. Say I sold that for a car. I took my 10 Bitcoin and I was like, yeah, I got 51,000 worth in Bitcoin. I'll give it to you. Well, not only did that car depreciate in value as soon as I bought it, but my Bitcoin went up in value. So I just probably lost out on 20 grand. Well, that's exactly what I wanted to bring to you guys tonight. I'm really excited to see Bitcoin keep going up. I know you guys are all excited to see Bitcoin going up, and you know, we have this little fork here coming up in the future. I'm going to talk about that here when it gets a little closer. I got 5 days to talk about it, and I want to see if more news comes out about it. So thanks for wrapping this up with me, guys. I really do appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe, and like always, all my awesome subscribers out there, all the viewers that make this channel happen, hit that thumbs up button for me. I appreciate all you guys, and let's watch Bitcoin go, 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 go Bitcoin, go, go, go Bitcoin, go, go. All right, catch you all later. We'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.